Good evening, everyone, and welcome back to Kryptocraft with your host, Nighthawk. We're over here in our special project area, and as you can see, the turtle has pretty much finished its work. Now, it didn't end up being perfectly flat. There's a whole bunch of lava in here that I poured water over to, just cover it up so it's fairly safe. And it's pretty dark down there, but it will do for our purposes. The obsidian level all the obsidian there is at level 12, so we're going to put a half slab layer at level 13, and that should be plenty. That gives us a lot of room to work on our project here, and should be more than enough. Now, what I've got is I have a filler. I've got an energy tesseract, some landmarks. I made a crafting table to bring over here so that I can turn this cobblestone into cobblestone slabs, because 2.5 stacks are not going to be anywhere close to enough slabs. But, yeah, then I got bricks to set the pattern, and pretty much everything else is out of my inventory right now. So the first thing that we need to do here is drop down in here, and it's going to get fairly dark for a little bit, I think. And we want to come down to here. Should be this level right here. That's the right one, right? Yes. So we're just going to take this, and we're just going to dig this over to the side. And we're going to set a landmark right here. And I did not bring any redstone torches to actually turn these on. Hopefully that won't be an issue. Let's see if we can avoid the hail of arrows here. We may have to do something about that. Those guys. Those guys and their arrows. Let's zip on over here. Looks like we're relatively safe here. Now, there is lava above here, so we need to be a little bit careful. That creeper's gonna try and sneak up on us. Looks like we're okay on that lava. Oh, that's just 10. And one more redstone torch. Or not redstone, one more landmark here. That's not really where I want them. Because it doesn't seem to be turning on. We should be at the right level. Now, I don't want to hit F3 or anything like that, because I don't want to show where we are. Let's go back over to the side and see if we can put this landmark in a better way. Oh, there we go. It's going to be a little bit nasty around here. Okay, so that worked. We are all set. Yeah, it's going to be a little bit nasty around here until we get the half slabs in place. Ooh, there'd be diamond there. I didn't notice that when I was working. Hi, guy. Really? Where are you? Go away. Die all and just die. They just need to go away. Okay, we just need to open up a little bit more room here. And let's get our filler. Throw that out of the way. Throw that out of the way. We're going to put our filler right here. And you can see that it converted the frame, the border, and returned all of our, or popped all of the landmarks off. So let's go pick up all of our landmarks. Excuse me. A bit growly there. Okay. Got all our landmarks. Come back over here. And now we take these bricks and we set a pattern. That should have been right. Oh, it has to be actually put together as... Okay, I have the wrong stuff. So I will be right back once I go and get the correct material here. Be right back. Okay, we are back. I've got some regular bricks made now. So we should be able to set up this pattern. Just like this. This pattern means that it's going to fill in the entire area. Now what we should see when we put down the energy tesseract and connect it is you can see how quickly it's laying out those half slabs. Or slabs, I should say, since technically they're not half. You can see it's going very, very quick. And I just spotted some more diamonds, so pardon me one moment. Make sure that that's safe. And it's a good thing I checked. So that's going to do its thing. Now, the first part of this, obviously, is making it so that we don't have any mean guys, mean and nasty things happen down here while we are working. What happened? I see. The mobs are getting in the way. Let's jittery run. The first part of this is just making it safe from mob spawns down here. The next part of this, let's make a bunch of these because we will definitely be needing them. The next part will be to start setting up the actual special project. This first part is just some of the prep work. So let's first of all let's see if we can't make this safer to collect our prize here. Perfect. Get some more diamonds. We are always in need of the diamonds. I may actually have to make some automatic diamond production at some point. Let's see where we're at here. Looks like we're out of cobble, the slabs again. Now, again, I don't want to reveal too much about the special project. We'll do bits and pieces of it on camera. But a lot of it is going to be a surprise. Now, with some of the stuff that we're going to do on camera, it'll be easy enough to guess what the ultimate project is going to be. And I know it's a little bit on the dark side here, but bear with me. The half slabs are, looks like they are done now. The next thing we need to do is just seal up the outside edge of this. I'm probably not going to seal up this entire gap here. I just want to seal up a large enough wall that we can't have any bad things getting through underneath. Really? These guys are persistent. I will give them that. Okay, so there we go. Now then, let's finish building our little bit of a barricade. It won't really cause any problems for mobs to end up underneath, but I just don't really want to... The big thing is I don't want to deal with the possible extra sounds that they will generate. And this may or may not actually prevent that from happening, but at least it's an attempt. And let's fill in that. Perfect. Just close in this area. Apparently we are out of cobblestone. Okay, so I'll come back and finish closing those in. Let's get up here a ways. Now I'll have to go back and get more supplies before we can really start working on the next phase of this. And the next phase is going to be a little bit tricky to do, I think. I'll be able to use the filler for parts of it, but I don't know how effective it's going to be for the whole idea here. Let me check something here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think that's going to work. If that's the actual ceiling, I may put stuff above that as well, but that will... I think that's going to work. I'll have to think about that part. Whoa. I forgot to turn hover mode back on. But yeah, we are done with this. Let's pick up our stuff here. Make sure we don't accidentally lose any of the parts. And close that, and we'll just put slabs in this corner so nothing can spawn there. And let's just grab a bit more cobblestone and then we'll close this wall, or we'll just wall this little spot off. Maybe open up some of the lava to lighten the... to put some light back here. There we go. That should do the trick, I think. Okay, so there's that all closed off, and it's lit behind there so that it won't spawn things. Now we got our filler back, and the next thing is we need to figure out 2 below here. This one is going to be a little bit trickier to set up. And get at the correct height, because we won't have the benefit of a constant height surface all the way around. So it should be 6 below the ceiling. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So let's fly over here and see if we can't find that. 1, 2. Let's set a block right about there and count. That's too far. Let's see, that should be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So if I put the landmark there, hey, perfect. Okay, let's go to this corner. And here I need to be careful not to let this lake out, because that would not be what we want. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, right where that gravel is. Okay, there we go. And now we should just need to turn this last one on again. I don't see it. I don't see it completing the circuit here. Now, I'm also going to be building the framework of this with just with plain cobble. And what will happen is once we are all done building it, we'll either use the get a wand of equal trade and swap materials out in chunks to whatever materials we want to use, or we'll go through certain areas and manually rework the materials, just depending on what the particular needs of an area are. Now this, we want, again, this flat pattern, and we're going to need a lot of cobble. I could do these with slabs, but the problem is if I do them with slabs, I won't be able to set up some of the programming that I'm going to want to be able to do on them. So I guess I will reveal a small part of this special project here. What this is going to end up being is a large room, or a large array of 5x5 rooms. Now, the purpose for these rooms is, we'll discuss later, and some of the intricacies behind it. But basically, I'm going to fill up this entire area with these 5x5 rooms, and there's going to be space between them. Where? Where are you growling from? But yeah, there'll be space between them for various mechanics, but the rooms themselves, each room will, the inside of each room will be exactly 5x5 every time. And that's going to be important. There might possibly be a couple of rooms that are slightly bigger, or that may combine a couple of rooms, just depending on what we end up needing. But the majority of it will all be the same size, and there'll be certain things that distinguish some of them between each other, but for the most part it's going to be all the same. And that's going to be important for what comes after the initial setup. So I'm going to go and drop off these nice little bees that I just picked up off the wall and load up on cobblestone. I may see about I may replace the barrel and temporarily put a portal out here. Obviously I want to be careful doing that because I don't like right now is a good time to do that because nobody else is on, but I don't want anybody else to see the initial parts of it. They can see fine, but I don't want anybody to know where this is. There must be other caves around. I don't want anybody to know where this is, where they could explore it without before it's complete. So I will be back in a moment, and I think I am going to use this opportunity while no one else is around to move a couple of things around. Specifically, I think I need to bring some cobblestone out here. So I'll be right back. Okay, I've got some cobblestone moved into the filler now. Let's go ahead and stick our tesseract. Whoops, wrong place. I did move the barrel of cobblestone, so we now have a almost full barrel of cobblestone to work with here. Now this is going to put the first floor in. So there's 5 blocks between the ceiling and this floor. And what we'll have to do next is grab some additional cobblestone. So I've got 812 stacks of cobblestone to work with here. I don't know if that's going to be enough, but we are going to find out. Whoa. Spitting them all over the place. Okay, let's... Whoa. No, no, no. Throw more cobblestone at it. This should be... There we go. And... that will make life a bit easier. I will still have to put in... Once we start working on the additional layers, I'll have to add some way to access those. Ultimately, there won't be any direct access to any of the stuff we're building here. It'll only be by going through the various rooms that you'll be able to actually access anything. There we go, and apparently that is finished with that floor, so let's pick this up, pick that up, make a mess, because that's how we do it. And I need to do something about that beeping before it drives me insane. Okay, so let's do a little bit more work on the first room here. So as you come down, it's going to basically open, or you're basically going to come down the stairway. I'll put stairs in here. And it's going to put you into the first room. And I think this is going to be one of the rooms that's actually bigger. So if we go, and it's not going to be quite centered either. Let's see, which side do we want it to be offset to? And actually, I may even make this stairway down 3 wide. I think that's what's going to end up happening. So 3 wide, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's going to be how that ends up working. I'm not going to dig the whole staircase out all the way up to the top, just enough so we can see where it's at. And now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that wall goes there. And bring this out. And what I'm thinking now, in order to make the whole system work, there's got to be room between each room. And what I think I want to end up with is basically where each room has, because it's 5 by 5, we basically have the wall, and hopefully that well, my alarm system is making noise, and hopefully it is not being too intrusive here. So this will go like so. And we should end up with a 3 by 3. A 3 by 3 portal, if you will. Opening here. And it's going to end up being ordered just like this. And then this next room border fills in. And the gaps on the edges are going to be intentional, because there needs to be room to run various wiring. We'll be doing a lot of this with wireless signals as well. Is that right? Yeah, that's right. This just needs to be filled in here. No, no! Stupid creeper. That bugger just about killed me, too. Better eat so we regen health. We just built this. Obviously, it all needs to be lit up. Well, maybe not all, but it needs to be lit up where appropriate. Oops, that's supposed to be cut out. Go away. Because not everything here is actually going to be lit up. There will be a place for those things which we do not like. There may even be spots where I want creepers in here. Although, not until I get some Thaumcraft research done. I want this to be full of all sorts of interesting things. So basically, this is just to get an idea how this is going to... how the layout is going to work. And this is, like I said, I think this entry room, as we come down into this room, this needs to be finished. I saw you, creeper. I saw you creeping. So 1, 2, and 3, and this goes up here. That needs to go away. And this might need to be framed out a little bit differently. I'm not sure yet. It will probably end up with stairs going up and through the doorways. But I also want to... it also has to hide certain things between them. And we may talk about more of that before the actual finished product is revealed. I'm not sure yet. That's the general idea. Should give a little bit of should give enough to where you can start speculating as to what the ultimate designs that I have in mind for this place are. So with that, I hope you enjoyed this, well, unfortunately relatively dark, but this episode of hints and vague information. Assuming this turns out anywhere close to what I have in mind, it will be very, very epic, and I think everyone will very much enjoy it. And for now, that's going to do it for this episode. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!